Well, it was kind of nice to not have to talk last time. I doubt I'll do that very often, but every once in a while, if I don't really have anything pressing to say, but I've got outfits to show off, why not, right? I want to talk just a little bit about one of the outfits that I did on that, though the theme obviously was there wasn't really so much a theme. I kind of used a lot of union suits and a lot of ponchos. I don't like the union suit as much in online, and I've mentioned this before, but it is obviously irritating me again with some of these outfits that I have, and another couple that I've made that will be showing up here soon in the near future as well. The characters in online just do not have the right build. Arthur, and to a lesser extent John, were relatively muscular and athletic with broad shoulders and muscular arms and chest and whatnot. The characters in online do not look like that, and you can pick from 5 different body types, but they all, without exception, either look too thin or look too fat. And I don't mean fat as in out of shape fat, but more like, kind of linebacker fat, where they look strong, but they're fat. They don't look like Arthur. They don't have that kind of classic chiseled wedge-shaped figure, and it's a little unfortunate because that's what you want your characters to look like. I've noticed when I wear the union suit with my online character, and I picked the so-called athletic build, but it makes his shoulders look really small, it makes his arms look really skinny. So it's a shame. I probably won't use it very much anymore because of that. I don't want to go with the burly build because, like I said, you look strong, sure, but you got an awfully big beer belly, and your shirts and coats or vests or whatever are pretty tight over your big belly. So I don't think I'm going to go with that look at all either. So that's one of my big pet peeves with online is why can't you make a character that has even John's build? Arthur's build would be even better because Arthur's notably bigger and broader than John, although both of them look better than any of the online characters. Anyway, I used a lot of union suits, both for and the union suits are okay sometimes if you put the right jacket or whatever on top of them. The cold weather outfit is actually based, and I couldn't remember who it was supposed to be, and I couldn't remember exactly all the details, so I don't know that I recreated exactly, but I saw something on a screenshot up on a Reddit post that had a similar look, and I kind of thought, hey, I've got all those elements, I could make that. And so that's kind of where that one came from. I do have a couple others that are loosely based on an outfit I've seen on Reddit, but most, of course, of my outfits are ones that I've designed completely myself. There's very, very few that are based on somebody else's idea that I copied, but I'm shameless, I guess I should say, enough that to occasionally copy somebody else's great idea if I see it. Although it's not an exact copy because I usually don't remember the exact details. I just kind of have a vague idea of how they did it, and I kind of try to do something similar. Let's see. Other than that, pretty soon I'm going to get to the point where I go through some sets that I have based outfits on all 6 of the states, the fake states, and including New Paradise as one of the fake states, even though it's not available in Red Dead 2. Of course, it was in Red Dead 1. So that'll be really interesting to kind of have these regional outfits, and I still tried to make them all, hot, average, and cold weather appropriate, but I had to do that by mapping them to a state. So, Amberino and West Elizabeth kind of get the cold weather outfits because of Big Valley and the Grizzlies. Stuff like that. I'm actually really pleased with those outfits. I think they're some of the best ones. They've turned out better than many of the others that I've done. But after I do those, and I still have another set to do before I get to those, so I've got 3 sets already saved on my PlayStation that are beyond what I'm doing in this video. After that, I think I'm going to do a greatest hits, and they may be a greatest hits remastered where I take some of them and modify them slightly. And I think how I'm going to do that is I have the collector saddlebag. I can hold 7 outfits, but I only ever hold 6 because there's always something that will glitch, or something will happen and you get your hat knocked off or whatever, and it creates a custom outfit. So if you have it maxed out at all 7, you'll end up bumping one. So I'm going to put 6 outfits on my horse, and I'm going to go somewhere and record those, and I'm going to do that at 3 different locations with 3 different sets of 6 outfits, so 18 in all. And I think that's going to be my greatest hits video, which I'm going to do after a few more outfit videos, after the ones I have saved at least. And some of the ones I have saved may make the greatest hits. Also, I am all set this coming weekend to lose my daily challenge streak. I'm going to be going out of town for a couple of days, so I won't be able to do the streak. I'll have to start it over. That means, of course, that I may be less motivated to get on quite as often, and even if I do and I try to build my streak back up in the short term, I will not be making as much gold as I'm used to, because even without trying too hard, I still do 6 to 10 or so daily challenges a day, which means I make 3 to 5 gold bars a day. That's a rough average, but that's about right. I probably make about 4 or 5 most days. I'll be obviously making less gold, which means that I will also obviously be buying less clothing options that are gold. And I'm also, for that matter, I've got my eye on another big, slightly spendy gold item to buy. I bought, because they were on sale just this last week, and today's the last day of the sale, I maxed out all of my stalls in the stables. So now I have 10 stalls. I've got 6 horses, but I've got 10 stalls. And I'm thinking about buying another horse. And I actually want to buy one that's a little bit unusual, that not a lot of people ride. 2 of them that I kind of have my eye on are the Chocolate Roan Dutch Warm Blood. I probably won't go with that one because I have it in single player, and so I could just use it there, I guess. Plus it costs 18 gold, and spending 18 gold on something that I have in single player is a little bit harder for me, I guess. The reverse Dapper Roan Nakota, on the other hand, though, is also worth 18 gold. It is tied, when it's fully bonded, for the fastest horse in the game. It doesn't have the highest stamina and health, although when it's fully bonded, it's not terrible. I think it's like 6 or 7 or something. It's not great, but it's not terrible. And it's got race handling. It's a little small horse. It looks very different from anything else in my stable. It'll be super zippy and fast and have really kind of tight handling. I'm actually a little bit excited to probably pick that one up to be something a little different in my stable. But it costs 18 gold, so that's a lot. It's not that I can't afford it, but I don't know. I'm always very cautious about spending lots of gold at once. So I do have a saddle already bought and ready for it, so I can saddle it up as soon as I get it. But I don't know. I like to earn a little bit more gold before I do, and since my gold earnings are going to taper off significantly, if not drop off completely, I may not get around to it right away, but I probably will pretty soon, just because I want to have it, and why not? It's not that expensive. Anyway, other than that, that's kind of the state of my playing. I'll let you go, and you can watch the rest of this video, and we will see you next time.